Hey Aquarius, what's up? We're here with a timeless reading. In the pre-shuffle, it looked like there was something that had happened that you may be like recovering from, or you could be at a point now where you're like, finally I get to relax a little bit, something like that. Something about taking it easy. That can also be a side note too. Oh no, it looks like there's something's impacting you on an emotional level. Or this has to do with something that you care about. I'm gonna see. I'm seeing somebody come through I'm seeing somebody reaching out to you, actually. I'm seeing you be the Queen of Cups, and I'm seeing that a Knight of Cups is coming through. It's so interesting too, the way that you can't see it from there, but like this came out first, and just where the Knight of Cups fell, it felt like right here. So you see this person like coming through to talk to you. I'm seeing this person be very, very interested in you. To have you be in the energy of the Queen of Cups, that means that you're in a position where you're like attracting. Because the queens are the feminine energy, so it's receptive. So it's like you don't have to do anything. The things will come to you. And so I'm seeing somebody be coming through to communicate with you. And to have it be the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, this is somebody that's like very, very interested in connecting with you. This can also be somebody being like, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to like reach out to them, or I'm going to let them know how I feel. So it can feel a little bit, Knight of Wands can sometimes be like, it can feel a little bit impulsive the way that somebody comes through too. Like they may have just been reacting to something that they were feeling or something that they were thinking, or like saying something, you know, without spending a long time reflecting on it. Some of you, this is somebody that's been keeping an eye out on you. They've actually been planning to do this, is what I'm seeing. All of this energy. So we have like only court cards out. We have Queen of Cups, we have Knight of Cups, we have Page of Swords, and we also have King of Cups. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have King of Swords. So these are like all court cards. So I don't know if there are just like a bunch of people that are involved in this, or this is sort of like you shifting around and this person shifting around energetically and sort of coming up and channeling in these different ways. So we have this Queen of Cups, right? Let's just say this is you. I'm seeing that this person is going to be approaching you. They have something that they want to talk to you about. Having it be cups, like it's usually something emotional where somebody's like, ooh, I'm getting an activation. Some of you may be going through an upgrade, a spiritual upgrade. I'm feeling it in the crown. Maybe this person feels connected with you and they want to communicate that with you. It will be something that's connected with water. So it's going to be something where you feel like what this person says to you, they're wearing their heart on their sleeve. And so for some reason, I want to see who this person is though. Let's see if we can get any context. Because I'm seeing this Page of Swords here, and so this person could have been sort of like waiting until the right opportunity to talk to you. But also when they come through and they send this message, you may spend time like reading it, Page of Swords, you know, like somebody coming through and being like, I have a message, and you being in this energy of the Page of Swords, you can be like spending time figuring out like, what's your intention? Why are you here? What are they saying? This is like being in a space where you're open to figuring that out. And then having King of Cups, that's sort of like the way that you're handling that in a non-reactive way. But yeah, I want to see who this Knight of Cups is. They're coming through as a page. Some of you could have worked with this person. There could be an age difference between you guys. They might want help with something. Or they could be wanting to help you with something. Could be something like that. Yeah. It does feel like one of the energies may be more giving and the other energy is more like observant and maybe like less interactive. But I am seeing what looks like potentially a conversation. Potentially. I have to see what else comes out. Queen of Swords, Four of Cups. Somebody may be setting boundaries. This can also be a rejection as well, potentially. It can be somebody looking at something and being like, this isn't resonating with me, and you know that the Queen of Swords is going to be like very direct like that. But the only thing that I'm thinking is that having Page of Swords and having King of Cups feels like somebody seeing or somebody reading or somebody watching or somebody observing. So there's like that noticing. But King of Cups is not seen as being reactive. So this can be somebody being like, I clocked that, but then like I'm not going to respond to it. And having Queen of Swords and having the Four of Cups here, it can be somebody being like, that's not something that I'm interested in. Or like I'm not feeling that. Or I don't want the offer. Something like that. Because something else may be being worked on. Yeah, for some of you, there's so many court cards here, and although it doesn't always like literally have to be a bunch of people, for some of you there are 6 people that are involved in this situation. For some of you, it's just multiple people that are involved in this. So having Queen of Swords come out and Four of Cups, this is somebody that's like being very honest about how it is that they're feeling, and that can be like somebody's trying to give you something and you're like, you know what, it's really not resonating with me, or that's like not something that I'm into, because I'm seeing like this Queen of Swords is already working on something else that they're involved in, something that they're continuing to work on, and something that they're like happy to be working on, because I'm seeing Nine of Pentacles. So this is like, this person is over here involved in something emotionally that they've been working on for like probably a while, and Nine of Pentacles is like, this is something that they're enjoying doing. Like they're very happy with what they're involved in, so that may be why they have to set boundaries. Can be like out of respect or something like that. You know, it can be like, let's use an example. You could get like recruited for something, but you have another job and you're like not supposed to be talking to like other people recruiting, so you have to politely decline. Something like that, because you're like, I love my job now and I don't want to risk it or do anything that would risk it. And so it can be something like that. Or it can be like a relationship thing, you know, whatever. But it's something where somebody is being offered something and they're turning it down because they like what it is that they have going on, and it's something that they've been doing for a long time, and it's something that they like, that they have, and they're emotionally involved in it to have like all this water energy and have the Page of Cups here too. And they like it too with Nine of Pentacles. This is something where somebody's like, every day when I get up and like go tend to this thing, like I really enjoy it a lot. I'm really happy to be there. So it can be like anything that a person has within their life that they want to continue tending to, and they feel like whatever's coming in, it may potentially like dismantle that thing. And so I'm seeing the person be like, no thanks, like that type of energy. I'm seeing Seven of Swords come out. You know what this can be? Seven of Swords came out, and there was also Justice on the bottom of the deck. So this can mean that because of somebody's intention, like that's why somebody's responding in the way that they are. Because having Seven of Swords and having Justice can be, is somebody getting a vibe that like somebody's in this type of space, and Justice can be like, I don't want to get involved in that, like that sort of thing. So it can be justice for somebody showing up. Usually with this card, like in this context, it can be somebody not disclosing like their actual intention, or like not being transparent, not being forthcoming with something. And Justice would read that and be like handling that situation as Justice deems appropriate. Because I'm seeing something even be confusing over here with the way that somebody is like entering the scene. It's like if everything were right here, something would be making sense, and I'm seeing something like not making sense, like something not being clear. But having Seven of Swords and having Seven of Cups, it's like somebody can be being like deceptive on purpose, or like making something confusing on purpose, or like leaving out important information to be manipulative in some way. It's like that sort of thing. So there's like an intention, there can be an intention to be confusing, or to not be forthright with something. But then it's like creating sort of like a smoke screen because of that. And Seven of Swords would usually imply that this would be on purpose in some way. So it looks like that's being figured out. Yeah, I think that like confusion is coming up where it like doesn't actually need to be. Okay, so you have these two energies that are connecting with one another, and it looks like there's a good thing going on here. I'm seeing something about communicating how one's feeling. Something here is happening. There's like somebody going to send a message, and I'm seeing another person sort of turn away from it, but I'm seeing the Seven of Swords here. So there's like something going on behind the scenes. I'm seeing them trying to make sense of something, but they don't feel like completely clear on it. Let's say it like this. There can be one person sharing and like connecting with another person, and the other person may like leave them on the other end of the line, like not answer, or there's something that just doesn't go through all the way is what I'm seeing. And it's because something else is being worked out, but I'm seeing the person sees it. So it can be like I hit them up and they never said anything back to me. It's like something like that I'm seeing, but it's like it feels like the person may not have responded. So it can be like this: you hit somebody up and you're like, hey, you want to catch a movie tonight? and the person reads it and then doesn't say anything to you. I'm seeing something like that happening here, where it's like somebody communicates with another person feels like they turn away from it and may act like they didn't see it, but I'm seeing that they did. Or they may act like they're not interested, but they are. It's something like that. And I'm seeing them trying to work through something here. So it can also too be like you're hanging out with somebody and things are going fine with them. And then it's like, then emotions get brought up, and then it's like something gets really weird. And the person almost like acts like they didn't hear what you said or something like that, because they're trying to work through something that they feel confused about. So I think that this is like also their way. I feel like this has like shifted into so many different like timelines and energies. What I'm seeing over here is that somebody may have turned away from something, but it's not because they didn't see it, and they may have handled it differently, but they're trying to work through something that like doesn't completely make sense to them yet. So that's what I'm seeing is going on. What one person communicates with another, it may have actually resonated with the person, but the person can be having doubts, the person can self-sabotage, the person may have gotten in their head, and so then they may not have like done anything with it. It feels like that, like you see this person coming through and being like, hey, this is how I'm feeling, and then you have this person, right? The cup is there being given to this person turns away. But the next card out is Seven of Swords. So they may have sabotaged this. Like this may have been something that they did want or that did resonate with them, but I'm seeing that they may have like rejected it, but it was part of them sabotaging, or maybe they felt like not trusting of the person, like something like that. It's something that they're dealing with over here. But I'm seeing them learning about that. So if you were the one that reached out to another person and you're like, why'd they act like that? Like, I thought we had something going on or whatever. I'm seeing that like they turned away, but it was like something shadow related, but they're also learning about their shadow and being like, why did I do that? And it's something that they're working on. It's something that they're working on, but I'm seeing them still be like confused by it. So they're like working through this confusion about how they feel and like why they may have done something. And they're getting to a point where they're going to get like solid and clear on that, on how they're feeling. They just like have to be in a spot where they're prioritizing, but they may have been scared or something for some of you. Because I'm seeing the Fool on the bottom of the deck, and this can be like this person would have needed to take a leap of faith to sort of like be in that space with you. If you were the one that reached out and you didn't hear anything from this person, or you felt like they turned you away or like rejected you or something like that. But also, I feel like this is getting into a sensitive space. Like, don't be hassling anybody if they're like, no, I'm not into that, you know, like respect people's boundaries and whatnot. And like consent is important, obviously. For some of you, I'm seeing a situation where you may have like had a feeling that it was like the time to bring something up with someone, or that like they were feeling the same way, and you may have expressed something and they could have like rejected you, but I'm seeing it have to do with something with their shadow. It has to do with like the way that they handled or like failed to handle a situation. But again, please use your discernment. Like, I'm not talking about this being some stranger that you don't know or something like that. We always have to be careful in the tarot space, because things can become a little bit ungrounded. It looks like this is somebody that you know, this is somebody that you would communicate in a vulnerable space with. Like, seeing the cards, it looked like there was a relationship of some type between these two people that they were enjoying, and then somebody may have expressed or exposed something like vulnerably or emotionally, and then felt it wasn't received well on the other person's end, or maybe that it didn't translate, but it's because the other person is working through something, is like the best, I think, way to express that. But they're working on it. So I'm seeing like that be the point of it. Like, your guides want you to know, if you said something to this person that you've been like hanging out with or spending time with, where you were like, I really like our dynamic or whatever, because I'm seeing like you guys are enjoying spending time with one another, something like that. You like enjoy the connection or whatever it is that you guys do together. I'm seeing your guides telling you this because you may have been like, oh, they don't feel me like that, or like they rejected me, or they don't care about my feelings. You could have thought that, but I'm seeing that they're working through something on their end, and it looks like once they do, they're probably going to come back and respond like differently towards you. So I feel like your guides are like, don't lose hope necessarily within this situation, okay? Yeah, that's what's going to be happening. But you have to wait for it because it's not time yet. They're still moving through. Yes. Some of you too, like this person handled it in a way that they regret, and they're going to come through and make it right, is what I'm seeing they're planning to. But they like they have to make the decision, I'm seeing. But I'm getting that you have like a special connection with this person. So you would know that. That's how you would know. You have something special with this person, okay? Please use your discernment, please. I know it can be very easy to like fantasize and project that onto the reading. Like, make sure that you're paying attention to the details and not applying this to a random situation that it doesn't apply to. Use your discernment, okay? All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I am sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.